Hi there, and welcome to day 38 of the 6 week challenge. Still up at my mum's house, which is great. She just popped out for a bit of lunch with some of her buddies, so that's really, really nice. Yeah, so I think, I've had a couple of people ask me about my mum, just because why I'm up here. So I thought I'd let you guys know, and also let you guys know why it's a little bit of a struggle as well. My dad died a couple of years ago. I'm jumping back and forward in history. It must be must be 15, 16 years ago. My mum got diagnosed with ovarian cancer, and it was stage 3 or stage 4, so she wasn't meant to survive, and she almost died in the operating table. And that was a hell of a shock to the system. In fact, I think it was back in 2000, so it's 19 years ago. And shortly afterwards, my dad then had a stroke, which I think was brought about by the stress of it. So within a very short period of time, both my parents went from being pretty healthy, active people to being pretty screwed, which is bad. And I'll talk to you more about what happened to my dad in another video. Anyway, my mum, they got the cancer out. She had chemo, went into remission, and then about 10 years ago, they found it to come back, but it was what's called encapsulated. So the tumour's kind of got a sheath around it. So the cancer isn't spreading around her body and hasn't spread around her body. Much has got this big ass tumor that's grown inside, well, it's down in where her womb would have been, but they took that out during the initial operation. So she's got this big ass tumor, and it's really difficult for her. She's had to go through more chemo, but that caused her heart to fail. So she almost died from that a couple of years ago. She's had radiotherapy as well. And now she's not doing anything. I say not doing. She's not on any kind of drugs or any other kind of things, other ones that just keep her alive generally. But no chemo, nothing like that, because that would kill her. So yeah, she's pretty frail, and she's quite young. She's only 76, so not an old lady. But yeah, it's really taken its toll on her, and it's honestly absolutely heartbreaking to see what's been going on. And yeah, it really affects me coming up here. I come up here with the best will in the world, to eat clean, to exercise, do everything, but there's like this funk that comes over me when I'm here. You just feel really rubbish, really depressed, really sad. And I don't use the word depressed lightly either. I don't suffer from depression, thank God, but if I did, I would imagine this is what it feels like. It's all very dark and very unhappy and really hard to do anything. And it kind of almost grind to a halt. And it's worse with the fact that I'm not with my wife and daughter, and I miss them terribly. So you mix that together with this thing, and it's like a perfect storm for eating crap and not doing what's good for you and good for your body. And sometimes I just have to give into it, because I know that I don't have the strength or the resolve to hold on to it. And it's just, that's how life is. Sometimes life gets in the way, and life just does crack onto you. I'm doing my best. I'm not getting too mental, but I also know that it's tricky and challenging. So yeah, that's a bit of a heavy one today to talk about, but I wanted to just share that with you. Now, talking about that, let's just jump onto something else, which is another one of the questions about diet and health, and we'll just make this a really quick one. And this is about energy bars. And there's like nutty bars that you get, and the question is, are they good for me? Because it's full of nuts and honey and other things like that. So are they good for me? Simple answer to that is not really. No. I mean, they can be in moderation, but you're nearly one of those bars, you're going to get 300-400 calories. I mean, if you look at like a flapjack, that's 400 and something calories. And if you're doing a 2,000 calorie a day deficit, that could even be half your food for the day in one little bar. That's not going to fill you up. It's going to spike your insulin, which we talked about before, which is not a good thing. And yes, so the short answer to energy bars is no, please avoid them if you can. I do. I might occasionally have one if I'm out playing golf, but it's rare. I'd rather have a banana. Yeah, don't do energy bars if you can help it. They're just going to give you a lot of extra calories for not much return. And that's what I have to say today. Sorry to be a bit of a downer in the early part of the video, but I just want to share things with you so that you get to know me a bit better and can hopefully relate some of that to your journey as well. So I'll speak to you soon. Speak to you tomorrow, in fact. So speak then.